Hey, Education Box here. Welcome back to another video. So, I know that I've not been uploading for like a month now, but I am back with another Python tutorial. So, I know that I've been making a few Python beginner tutorials, so I thought it would be a good idea to start by making a very simple Hangman game without a GUI. So, let's just run it and see what we have. So, guess the word. You have 7 chances left. So, I have no idea what the word is. It's just blank here. In Hangman, you always want to try guessing the vowels first. There. Now let's say I put I again, even though I've already guessed I, and it says I've already guessed I, and it doesn't take my chances away. Let's think. I don't know. So it says nope, and then it says you didn't get party. So party was the word. Anyways, so now we're going to be making this in a new game. So first of all, we need to import all the modules that we need. I find this very useful because importing the module first will let us know what we need to do in our program. So from random import choice. So what we're doing here is we're importing the choice function from the random module, because what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be initializing a list, and we're going to choose a random element of the list. So we're going to do word is equal to choice, and then a pair of brackets, and then our list. So just for the time purposes, I'm really going to include a few words, education and box. So what we've done here is we've created a variable called word, assigned it to a random choice from this list with education and box. So it has a 50-50 chance of being either of those words. So now we want to do guessed is equal to empty brackets, and then wrong is equal to empty brackets. So what we've done here is we've created two more lists, guessed for the words that are already guessed, and wrong for the words that are just wrong. And then finally, we're going to create a tries variable. Again, this can be fully customized, but I'm going to set it to 7. So now what we want to do is we want to create the main body of the loop. So how do we do this? How do we only play for the amount of tries that they have? Well, obviously, if we check that they have more than 0 tries, then we can run the program. So while the tries is greater than 0, and then we run the code here. And we would have to subtract 1 tries every time you get something wrong. So first of all, let's start creating that underscore thing for the word. So out is equal to an empty string for letter in word if the letter is, if the letter in guessed. Then we do out plus equal to letter, then else out plus equal to, and then the underscore. Now let's go out of the if statement and get back into the while loop. So if the out equals to word, then we just break out of the while loop and we print guess the word. Guess the word, and then out. So now what we've done here is we printed guess the word and then out, and out is going to be the underscores, so they will not know what the word is, obviously, and then they can play. And then we print tries, chances left. So what we've done here is we've printed the amount of tries that they have left. Since tries is 7 now, it means that they will have 7 chances left by default. So guess is equal to input, and we're just going to create that as an empty input for now. Then what we're going to do is create a few more lines of code before we finish the program. So this if statement might seem a bit complicated, but I can explain it to you, and it is also pretty self-explanatory. So, if guess in guessed or guess in wrong, print already guessed, and then the letter that they guessed wrong, which is just guess. Then, we need to do elif guess in word, print you got it, or whatever you want to congratulate the user, and then we do guessed dot append guess. Else, so the final part, print nope, So this is if they get the guess wrong. And then we want to do tries minus is equal to 1 because we, of course, don't want our while loop running forever. And then we do wrong dot append guess. So I will explain everything that I've written here. So what we're doing here in the first line in the if statement is we're checking if the guess variable, which is this, if their input is in the guessed, meaning that they've already guessed it, or is in the wrong list, then it prints already guessed. It prints that you've already guessed and then whatever they guessed. And then we have our second if statement, elif, guess in word. This means that the input, if the input is in the word, it means that they got it correct. And then we append the guess, the letter, to the guessed category. So let's say the word was party and they type in A. It means that they got it correct, and then the guessed will append A. And then else, finally, we have nope, and then the tries, you subtract 1 from the tries. This can also be written as tries is equal to tries minus 1 for better understanding, but just to simplify the code a bit, you can just do minus equal to 1. You can do this for all operations, times equal, divide is equal. So, and then we just append wrong to, append guess to wrong. Then we just want to have our final code outside of the if statement to tell them the like their statistics. So if tries, print you guessed word. So now you may be wondering, well, what does if tries mean? Why are we just typing if tries? So what if tries really means is we're checking if tries is equal to true. Now how do we know if tries is true? If a variable has a value that is greater than 0, so if it has a value that is just not 0, it means that it is automatically true. But if tries is 0, it means that the variable is false. So right now what we're doing here is we're checking if they have, if the tries variable is not 0, which means that they guessed the word with tries remaining, then we want to print that they got it correct. Else, and then let's just print you didn't get, and then the word. So this is it. Just very simple, less than 50 lines, only 38 lines actually. And I'll just go over everything again, just quickly explaining it. So we've imported the choice function from the random module, so we can create a word variable to choose a random element from this list. Of course, you can customize a list. I've only added a few words here just for the time purposes. We've created a guessed list, which is empty, and a wrong list, which is also empty, and a tries variable, which is set to 7, which you can just change. Then in our main body of code, we have while tries is greater than 0. So basically, while they actually have tries, we did this whole mechanism to print the underscores for the letters in the word, and then we exit. So and then if we want, then we just see if the underscores match the word, and then we break out of the loop. Then we have the whole user part. So guess the word, which is the empty thing here, out, and then it prints the amount of tries you have left. Then we have an input variable called guess. It checks if the guess variable, so the letter that they inputted, is in guessed or wrong, which are the empty lists, and then it prints that they've already guessed it. And then our second if statement checks if the guess variable, which is what they inputted, is in the actual word. Then we print you got it, and then we append guessed or guessed to guessed, the empty list. And then finally, we print nope if they got it wrong, and then we take away 1 try, and then we append their guess, which is wrong, to the wrong list. Now, finally, outside of the while loop, we have if tries, which really means if the tries is equal to true, which really means if tries has a value that is greater than 0, it prints that you guessed, and then the word, which is correct, else it prints you didn't get word. So that was all. Very simple Hangman tutorial. It might sound a bit complicated, but try it for yourself. It's very simple, and I'll be making more of these tutorials after this one. So thanks for watching.